welcome back to the Lottura podcast. Today we have Kristine and Kristine's husband, Josh. Um, Josh is joining us for a lot of reasons, mainly because he's Kristine's husband and has been party to this whole thing, kind of more so behind the scenes, but you're taking a step more so into the light um, with your debut art. No, is this the first article in
Mhm.
August? Yeah. Yeah, maybe not your debut writing career, but debut in the Lottura Post.
Hmm.
So give us a rundown on your background. Where are you from? What do you do? What did you study in school?
So I studied civil engineering. I'm a civil engineer. I graduated in 2020, and that's what I've been doing ever since. So for the last 6 years, I've been doing that. I went to school up in South Dakota School of Mines. It was a small school, but it's actually a really good school for engineering. I was very close to picking going to Auburn University because I was born in Auburn, Alabama. We're Auburn fans, and then anyway, I almost wanted to go. It would have been like, a big, exciting school to go to,
But
but
we
then
would have never.
this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful for that. I mean, goodness, I would have spent so much money. And it really would have just been primarily, I mean, they have a good engineering program, but I would have primarily been attending just because it's like exciting and flashy. Whereas like in my backyard, I could get in-state tuition to the best bang for your buck engineering
hmm
school in the country. It would be giving in to my, I guess, desires for something flashy rather than something real and good that's like right and it's
hmm
available to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been the wisest decision actually in the end, I don't think, in light
And
of
did
what.
you
Yeah.
did you love the school?
I actually did. I did. We had so engineers at their freshman year, well, basically all of the degrees have to take physics. And so you have these huge classes. So even though it's a small school, you have a ton of kids in the physics classes and like some of the general ed classes like that all of the degrees have to take. And I remember this is just like an example of kind of what it was like. I remember walking down the sidewalk on campus my like senior year past my physics teacher who I just assumed had no idea who I was. And he goes, "Oh, hey, Josh." I was like, "Oh, sweet. He knows me. He knows my name.
Yeah.
Awesome." Like I had took him one time 3 years ago, and for some reason he knows who I am. So it's like that's kind of the vibe of the school. It was
Yeah.
very personal, very yeah, it was a very good school. It was
Yeah.
super nerdy. Okay. Okay, I actually should say this. This is so
I
fun.
know what he's gonna say.
So the engineers have a tendency to be a little socially awkward. And so then if you get to like a small school that basically that's all they do, you just have all those people all together. And so they've started figuring out that people don't look up when they're walking from class to class. They're just staring at the ground, all of them. And so they started putting their announcements on the ground. All over campus. There was nothing on the walls. It was all taped to the ground.
That's
So
really
it was like
funny.
ping pong club announcement or something like that, and it would be these sidewalk announcements. So because people
Oh
wouldn't look up, they were
my
on the ground.
goodness.
Uh,
That's funny.
so
That's
yeah,
good.
it was great actually. It was very entertaining. You had some fun coming and
I
visiting
did
me on
because they were
campus.
like a girl.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
The first time I hung out with you and your friends, they're like, "We're gonna play games." I was like, "Great!" So I show up. I'm the only female,
Mhm.
and they were like, "Here's some stuff. You're making us dinner."
That's
I was like,
Oh yeah,
"Okay."
yeah, that was good. We were very
That was my
uh,
first time with you. Oh, funny.
And we played Secret
oh.
Hitler and ganged up on you.
Yeah, your friends ganged up on me and they didn't even
It
know
was fun.
me. So rude.
And so how many years ago did you guys meet?
We met in
10 years ago. We
yeah,
met 10 years ago.
2016.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
June of
smokes.
20, yeah.
Yeah. We met
Wow.
on a missions trip to Haiti.
Yep.
And yep, if you we saw what am I
You
trying to
saw
say?
the worst of
The
me.
worst of the most
Just
unshowered version or whatever you want to say of each other. Yeah, it was funny.
yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
funny
you
to
had been there already for 3 weeks, and
Mm-hmm.
you know the skies parted and the angels came down on her. And, I
Aw.
knew.
You just knew.
I did. I did. I did.
Aw,
So
It's funny.
cute. Josh, did you know that you guys got married the same week that Nick and I got married?
The same week?
Yeah, you
we
guys got
got
married on the Monday. We were on the Thursday.
Really? Wow, that's awesome.
week.
Wait, so what?
Yeah,
14th then?
13th.
13th. Wait, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good week. It was beautiful. Did you guys do it in Nebraska then too?
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
It was
We
Yeah, it was
perfect weather.
such a good because Kristine was stressed that it was
perfect.
gonna
Be
be whatever
windy.
and
Mm-hmm.
or
It
rainy or
was,
something, right? Like I
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
like
we were all outdoors.
there was something with
yeah.
like the Farmer's Almanac like a few months before, and we were like, the Farmer's Almanac says it's gonna rain.
We were
It didn't. Really? Okay.
we were looking at it, we're like, oh my gosh, because we also had everything outside and we had no indoor option really.
Same.
And yeah, we were
Yep.
like, we're outside no matter what. And then it was the perfect 65-degree evening because we got married at like 8 o'clock at night. It
Mm.
was just
Yeah.
like
Just chef's
perfect,
kiss.
beautiful orange sunset. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
same. It
So,
was beautiful. There was like
Yeah.
no wind, which for
yeah.
Nebraska is crazy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Oh, there's some
beautiful.
fireworks. I don't know if you can
So
hear it.
I don't have a single negative memory of our wedding day. It was
Oh, it was just perfect day. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, if I understand correctly, Josh, do you like to write? You've written in the past,
I
or it's just
do.
like you are studious, you like to read
Mhm.
yeah,
and
so you
study,
need
right?
to get into like
Yeah.
post engineering because that's I feel like
Yeah, that's
engineering was like doing what you need to do to get into your job, but like your actual hobbies and interests align more with what you've done since then.
yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of even a way to trace that out as like a continuous story. But like I guess I'd say
Keep it simple too. I mean,
yeah.
like he went to seminary for a few years because he really enjoys theological studies.
Mhm.
I have always enjoyed like writing, reading,
Yeah.
more like really in-depth thinking. Like you're just a thinker.
Yeah, I would say I was actually yeah, when it comes to books and stuff, a lot of times it was more like the systematic stuff more than even the stories. I've actually been getting more into the stories lately as far as like C.S. Lewis and stuff. But yeah, I've always been a thinker. I've even always been a writer for the most part.
Mhm.
When it comes to school, I've always enjoyed writing assignments and stuff like that. I took like creative writing class and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And you've been really working on your writing, especially the last couple years.
yeah. I've always had a journal or whatever. So like I actually even had things I would write as far as thoughts or whatever, but um or sometimes just about life
Yeah.
and things.
You're on
So
Substack.
I'm on Substack, I guess. Yeah, I am.
We'll put the link in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I put my tagline as something like engineer, father, nerd, or something like that. I don't know.
And I think is it me and your mom that hang out with you on Substack?
Yeah, that's pretty much the only people that interact with me at this point. I don't know how you build a following on Substack, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I'm not,
I don't know
I
how
haven't
people do
figured it
it.
out yet. It's okay. It's mostly
A place to
now,
put-
it's almost a blog basically in the end, and I don't even write that much yet. But yeah, it's a place to put some writing and to kind of sharpen my skills and stuff. But yes, no, I've been interested in writing probably, yeah, like I said, since high school.
Mhm.
I'd say, and then through college, I would say, if anything, engineering kind of pulled me more away from that because you're focusing so heavily on like technical thinking, technical writing. And so it's not as much creativity, it's more like writing up engineering documents and stuff
Yeah.
like that, which
Mhm.
But you've been getting more
you wouldn't
creative.
want to
And
see
if you
that in the
feel,
paper.
I've watched, I'm just
Yeah,
talking
go
for him at
ahead.
this point. Like if someone had no context of Josh
Yeah.
and they're like, what is he like? Or, how do you explain him? I'm like, well, when he's a 60-year-old man, he's going to be sitting in his library, smoking a pipe, drinking a bourbon around his stacks of books,
Hmm.
probably writing something.
I
That's
love that.
Yeah,
right?
that's probably about right.
That's
Yeah.
probably about
If I'm when
right.
I'm a 60-year-old retired, whatever, yeah.
Mhm.
That's probably about
What is
right.
Kristine gonna be doing when she's 60?
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good question. Put me on the spot.
I don't know what you're gonna say.
I feel like you'd probably have a nice little garden in the back.
Little.
Well, by little, I mean, that's fair. No, a pretty nice garden
Yeah.
that you'd be taking care of. I feel like a lot of your life, you might actually end up being similar to your mom where you're helping your kids. To say the truth.
Just doing everything for my
Just
kids.
do everything for your kids. Or Waden and Clement or Lonnie Call or something like that. Anyway, I don't know, taking care of a garden, taking care of grown-up kids or grandkids. No, I mean, I would say like, well, honestly, I actually have a pretty high belief in this newspaper. Actually, I just see you still doing that to some
Heck
degree.
yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, just it would probably be, I don't know, to some degree somehow still even doing
Even
something
doing
like that. I
something
mean,
like
that's way
that.
down the road,
Yeah.
obviously, but I could see,
I mean, yeah, I've always been like a reader.
right,
I always see
reading,
like
writing.
literature, like something with literature of sorts being in my life for.
Yeah, I'd say something with beauty and creativity are always just going to be part of your life. Um, yeah, and thinking too. So I don't know
I'm
if
gonna
yeah, I haven't really thought about that other than
I'm gonna add
I'll have to think, yeah.
long curly silver hair down to your butt.
Oh, there you go.
That you can
No,
like do it all these different ways. Like if you need to look professional, you'll have this like perfect little bun at the back of
that
your
as I
head.
was
And
gonna
if
say,
you're
she'll have the
just
super bun, and then she'll like pull the pin out and just go.
yes. And then if she's in her garden, she has two braids.
Flowers in it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, what's really funny about that is whenever I envision myself as an old lady, I envision myself with long hair. I've
Yeah.
always envisioned
I can
that.
definitely,
So,
yes.
and white hair does run in the family, so I'm kind of hoping for white hair.
Because you're already like lighter hair. So yeah, I can see it. And it's gonna be beautiful.
That's funny.
Well,
Um,
I forgot where we were going with that.
I think we were just talking about how I
you're
even
writing.
want it. I'm
You're
an
writing,
engineer.
yeah.
Why am
Yeah.
I writing? Kind of a thing. Is that kind of the?
Yeah.
Yeah, but also I think it's the perfect like your very first article for the Post is
Oh yeah,
this beautiful combination of
right.
engineering and writing. You
Hmm.
should talk about it a little bit
Yeah,
because I love
because
that
I even
article.
feel like honestly the article makes a lot of sense of kind of who I am and how that intersects with engineering.
Hmm.
Because I do like engineering. I've always been good at like math and science and stuff. But I think in my head, and I kind of get into this with the article, I had this vision of something that hasn't been exactly what I'm doing or what I've done. As far as just, I think somehow in my head, I had this more grand from the dirt to the finished product and everything in between. I'm like the expert on everything, and I'm taking something from nothing and chaotic and turning it into something beautiful and awesome and structurally sound and useful to society and all those types of things. Like I was part of a club while I was at school where we would go overseas and we would do stuff. It's called Engineers and Scientists Abroad. And I did like a rainwater harvesting system. Like we just kind of made it up as we went. Kind of well, like we designed it while we were here, and then when we got there, we were there for a month. And we had to like redesign it while we were there and all this stuff. Like I think like even that felt more similar to what I imagined in my head, where it was like you're just figuring out things. Whereas like once you get in kind of to the engineering world, you're definitely just it's kind of everything is a bit conveyor belt. And so it's like this person has this little sectioned task, and then you pass it on to the next person, and you're just kind of like, and you have your design codes that tell you kind of the constraints that you're allowed to be within, and so you have to prove that you're meeting those and stuff. And then like we don't even decide how it's gonna look as far as like beauty or anything like that. It's just like we do the math, to check the box to say this is going to stand out, kind of a thing. And that's just not quite what I had envisioned. I like the idea of being able to make things stand. I remember like people started to describe the difference between, architect and engineer as like an architect can make a pretty picture, but an engineer makes it like where it can actually exist or something like that. And so in my head, the engineer sounded more desirable because it was more practical, right? Because you need the thing to actually work. But then when you get into it and all you're doing is like making things not fall over. I don't know. It just wasn't quite. I guess that's kind of what the article kind of gets into, the engineer's lament, where I realized that what I wanted was something that used to exist. The master builder is kind of what used to be the thing where it was basically a engineer, an architect, a sculptor, even project manager, and all these things all tied in, bundled up into one person. Um, and there was a lot more care for leaving behind a legacy and things like that. So, I mean, to such a degree that sometimes even the things that they were making, they didn't get to see the end product. Like certain cathedrals, the guy that is designing it and starting it and stuff like that would die before it's even completed. That was just a value that I think is awesome thinking about rather than what I find nowadays as far as wanting things to be as quick as possible, as cheap as possible, and all those types of values don't quite align with me as much. And so that's kind of what the lament is, I guess you could say.
Yeah, okay. So this article that we're talking about, The Engineer's Lament, is coming out in August. And our whole August issue kind of has a architectural.
Yeah, I would say like our heavy themes are architecture, fire, and folklore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are the
And
themes
so,
focused.
yeah, it'll be really fun, which are all themes that I feel like this is the perfect issue to maybe add in this male voice that we haven't. This is our first article, right? Yeah. Yeah, first article.
We've interviewed
yep,
some men, but we haven't had like
yeah,
a
male writer. And so I think it's the perfect issue to have that because these are topics that are so all-encompassing. Like when you think about fire, architecture, and just the great architects throughout history, like there's so much there. And just the photos that you pull in and all of it, I'm really excited. And I think Josh, your voice will be welcomed. Like it's so fun and it's a great piece.
As our team read it with his article in there, I think almost everyone was like, it's so refreshing to have just like a little bit different tone, perspective. And that is something we're wanting to bring as we get more into year 2 as well. So, and then Josh was just like a really natural, easy choice to have come on and write more because
I wonder why.
Wonder why. Free labor. But
and more reasons, but
yeah, that's just our running joke if you're listening. But he has watched this from even before it was a thing, and you've been privy to like
there's been thousands of conversations
so many
too.
conversations, like you get what we're trying to do so deeply that it's so easy to have you come on because I know I don't have to I'm like, oh, he gets it. He's gonna write what we want to share with our readers. Yeah.
And now you guys are working on some pieces together.
Yeah, for the August Lottura we did.
Yes. And I think
that
that's
was a
super
fun
fun.
one.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah,
one.
we co-wrote an article for the Lotturette. And that was really fun to do together.
So I want you guys to talk about how you went about that because I have a picture of how I would work with my husband and I don't think we could do that. I love him dearly and we would not be able to make something like that together. So I want to hear your guys'
so I feel like
it would depend on the topic. This particular topic, I was like, he knows more of the information of your just foundational things about this topic. And so, which, okay, I guess it doesn't matter. It's about dragons. is the
Mhm.
topic. So cool.
Yeah. And the
And
art.
the art,
So,
stellar. Shout out to Kaylin.
yep.
Uh, Josh has done the dragon rabbit hole deep dive, and he knows things that I do not about dragons. And so I was like, as far as like factual, informational, like historical account stories, whatever, like he's the guy who knows it. And so I kind of had you start it. I was like, just write.
Yeah, I think it started. We were gonna try to. I think our first attempt at co-writing it actually didn't go great because you were on the couch and we were trying to do this, and we were like,
We were
"Ah, we're
trying
too tired to do this." And then I think eventually it was like I think you did. You were like, "I know I'm primarily deferring to you, so maybe you should just." I think we were really trying to like do it literally at the same time together,
together, and I was
and
like,
it was
this
just
is
not.
not gonna
So
work.
then it was more like it ended up being like I went and wrote a whole thing, and then she completely worked on it, and then I worked on it. And it was like
Yes.
back and forth. We were just ping pong.
Yeah, so you probably did the bulk of the writing.
Yeah, the
Um,
overall arching like structure of it, I felt
yeah,
like
the last couple paragraphs, which are more like reflective, I did
yeah.
more so. And then just kind of made some adjustments and stuff. A little bit more heavy adjustments than I typically would if I was just like editing someone else's article.
Right.
Mhm.
Because your voice needed to be in there
Yeah.
too. And so,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Yep.
Which is fun because it's more of like an intertwining
Yeah.
more than anything. Like
Yes.
that's yeah.
Because I feel like when you read it, you wouldn't know it was two people writing it. It feels
Hmm.
pretty smooth, I think. So
Hopefully we did a good job.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Because not only were we doing it together, but it was also doing it for kids.
Yeah.
And so there was like multiple layers of writing that were
Yeah, you
outside of
write a little different.
um
I was almost going back to like teaching kids at Sunday school type vibes in my
Yeah.
brain, the way I had to shift a little
Yep.
bit. I was like, I had a really bad habit, and I actually caught myself a bunch, and even still, Kristine caught a ton of words that I used.
I was like, that is way too large. Like I'm fine throwing a challenging word here and there for the kid to go, oh mom, what does this mean?
Yeah, I
But
was just
Yeah.
I'm having a
But
really hard time.
if they're like, hey mom, hey mom, hey mom, hey
Hey
mom,
mom,
like
hey
yeah,
mom.
tone it down maybe.
So you helped a lot on in that front.
yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely different writing
Mhm.
for kids. And is
Good.
that the only one you guys have done together? I
Yes.
thought, are
Wasn't
you
there
gonna
another?
work on another one
I
too?
did I did one with Heather. Me and
Oh
Heather
yeah.
co-wrote
Oh
one
yeah.
for the September issue.
Yeah, that's
Which was
right.
also super fun. I'm like, I'm liking this co-writing gig. It's
Yeah.
like, especially when you've like worked with them for a few months, you kind of get a feel for each other's style of writing and where you'd both fit in. And I don't know, it's kind of fun. I've
Hmm.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, Josh, your next then issue. So you wrote for the September as well,
Mhm.
and October you will for October.
Mhm.
And you've also seen the behind the scenes shift that we've like vaguely talked about on this podcast that you'll see in year two. And you're going to be a part of that. And I love that article, and it's been fun because I feel like our articles, especially in that one, were
Yeah.
two sides of the same
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
conversation,
Yeah.
kind of.
And in the September
Yeah.
issue. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was fun how that happened on accident too, because I had no
yeah,
idea.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It
Because
was
Kristine had
just,
said asked me to consider something different, and then it became that, and then it
hmm
just so happened to really be like a
Yeah.
reflection, a
Yeah.
mirror of yours,
The
kind of.
September issue, like if
Yeah.
you just read the first couple paragraphs of both of them, you would think they were contradictory.
yeah.
Um, but and they're not even saying the same thing. Like you guys kind of are showing different sides and perspectives, but it's not done in a way that feels conflicting. Like it feels
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
consider these things, and now kind of like make your own informed decision.
Well, and I still agreed with everything
Yes.
Right. I would agree
in
with
your
everything on
article.
yours too. I thought it was really helpful. Like, you know, you got to say what needs to be said, but you can always take something too far, and so it's helpful to have the
Right.
flip
It
side.
brings
It
the
was, it was
Yeah.
actually,
balance.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Thought it
Yeah.
was good.
So
Yeah.
that was fun. And again, it's just like hopefully a new voice adds some like new depth and layers and that can be the same thing said for any new writer that adds a piece. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's fun. And I hope people enjoy just a new look for year two.
Mhm.
That'll be fun.
Yeah,
But
because I mean, people should have their July issues by now.
yeah.
We're getting ready to send out August, which I feel like August already aligns more with our year two stuff. Like the August
Hmm.
issue just feels a little bit different. I love the August
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
I I'm just gonna say it. I think it's my favorite issue
I
of the
know.
year. I just love it. And it is
Yeah.
much more in tune with what our year two stuff is gonna look like. And yeah, we get to start talking about year two stuff here soon. I mean, eventually we'll do like a whole episode about it.
Hmm.
But we'll be dropping more and more about just like what our goals and thoughts are around it. And yeah,
Yeah.
you're a part of it. Joshua's a part of it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks
And
for
so
inviting me.
so going like backwards, all the way back to when Lottura first started, which was a clothing
Hmm.
uh thing, for lack of a better word, because it's 9 o'clock. Um, what have you seen just from that side of it, watching Kristine grow, as you've said yourself,
Mm.
Kristine, that it's grown you, and yeah, what's been your experience of it all?
Yeah, I'd say for me, I remember telling Christine this a long time ago, but that there's a couple of things. Like she has a gift for seeing something beautiful, recognizing it. That's why she was a really good photographer. Is when she was a wedding photographer, is she was able to like, I don't know, she's what was the term I used? I don't know if I used the term visionary or something, but it's just like where you have I don't have that. I can't just like see like, oh, that would look really good. That would be really cool. She has this creative bone in her that's also connected to her. I'll just laying it out. It's like she's very creative. She's very smart. She has is very driven. Um, and so it's like you put all those things together and you have to have some sort of outlet. And it was like throughout our marriage, you're just trying to figure even how you express that because it's like it's there and it needs to kind of spill out or it's like hope deferred makes the heart sick kind of a thing. And so it's just like what's been so exciting about the paper is it's like all those things have kind of come together and you've been able to figure that out. So it's like photography kind of did that. And then there was like a cookbook and then which was really good. But then I don't know, it was just like trying to
yeah, it
figure it
was just
out.
trying to find
And
the
then
right.
there was the clothing thing, like all these things were kind of
Hmm.
slightly touching on it, and I just felt like you were just feeling your way towards this, and this has been kind of um
Mm-hmm.
the culmination of all the years
The
together and
culmination
you
is a good
working
way to put
on
it.
mhm,
It's brought, I think that's what was
how
so
to
hard is like I felt like I was weaving my way and I was trying lots of like little things. Like if you're my friend and you've known me for a long time, you've probably been like, wow, you've just tried a lot of things. And it's just because like I've been trying to find an outlet.
mhm,
And all of them have been enjoyable and fun, but not, there was no longevity within them just because I felt the gaps. I was like, something's still missing. And this paper has felt a lot more like a culmination of all the things that I enjoy
mhm,
together. But
Yeah. And I think I've talked about it on here and I tell other people about it. Like, you might miss it if you only read like one or two issues, but the way that you can draw everything together and like bring it all to a central, like the connections with the photos and the poems and the articles and the games, like it all connects and the things you pull in, it's just like, duh, that's perfect. But I wouldn't have thought about it. And so the way that you just like hit the nail on the head, it's fun to watch you do it because it's an art.
mhm.
It's so good. So
it's fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel it's very creatively fulfilling
Hmm.
for me. It's been good. It gives me more like motivation
Hmm.
and joy in my days. So yeah,
Yeah.
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 What's fun is I feel like you also have been trying to work towards something where we'd be working together.
Yeah.
Like with the clothing thing, you're like, we could open a shop and you could run it and whatever. Everyone there's that way. There's I feel like that's always been like something you've actually
Yeah, and
wanted, like us to be able to be
we
partners
with this
with
too.
things.
Like,
Yeah.
who knows where it'll lead, but like we do enjoy working together.
Right.
And I would say we're pretty good at it. We're both like thinkers and
We talk things out a lot, which has been
we
good.
talk things out and we're not like naturally super argumentative.
Hmm.
I mean, we have our faults, but arguing isn't
No,
one of them.
well, you'd have to define what argumentative means.
True.
So, like, we're not, I don't know, actually. So, like, if what by argumentative you mean you're gonna chase down the logic, like, we have long conversations,
That's
and
true.
like sometimes we have differing opinions, and so
Right.
we're working through it for like an hour.
That's
So
true.
I don't know, that
We're
would be
not
kind of
gonna
argumentative, but it
beat
depends on
it.
what you, right, that's what yeah.
Yes.
Depends on what you mean.
Yes. Yeah, no, we'll have differing opinions for sure. But it's much more like debate style.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just, I guess, amazed at then your ability to write a piece together. Not, I shouldn't say amazed. I get how you then can bring that together. And I think that's really cool. I want to see you guys write like a long, long, like 3,000 word piece together
Oh
Ooh.
gosh.
for the post.
Ooh,
Because
challenge.
Challenge
because
accepted.
if you have, yeah, these long conversations, I feel like you guys could have a really like fun piece that takes different tangents and turns and like you end up coming to this
That's funny.
That's not a
fun
bad idea.
So
conclusion.
Augustine technically used to have these lectures where it was like, it would be dialogues, it'd be him, and then like his mom would come in, and then him, and then like his student, and then whatever, like they'd go back and forth, and
Funny.
it's pretty amazing actually how he does it. And I go, wait, wow, this is such a tangent. I'm sorry. Did you know
That's
that he
okay.
invented the soliloquy? I learned that the other day.
Really?
Yeah, so he invented the word too. He just like
Hmm.
made it up. So it was like talking to himself kind of a thing. Anyway, he did that in one of his writings, and then it became a thing now, obviously, like you see it in
Yeah.
plays and stuff like that, where the guy goes off and they start talking to themselves. That's like an Augustine original, apparently. Anyway, sorry, that was a side topic.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
He has
I
lots of
feel like I
them.
was gonna say, I feel
I
like
have
you
a,
have a lot of
yeah, I do. Sorry about that.
And he
No, it's
If you
fine.
ever need to cut things out, you can.
It's fine. Your
my
little tidbits are real, and he also you time them very weird.
yeah, I do. It's a
We'll be like trying to make dinner, the kids are yelling at us, and we'll be like, "Did you know?" Not the time.
my train of thought goes really fast, and I'll get somewhere, and you're like, I have no
You're
idea
like,
how you got
"Wow,
there.
that's out there."
So forgive me.
That's funny. Yeah, you guys should do a whole like in law school, it's always like, hey, Miss Stoltz, like, and you go back and forth with your professor. That's how you guys should do your paper. Just like
Oh,
a
that's
It's an interesting
dialogue
idea.
back
I'm
and
against
forth.
that. That would be really fascinating.
Yeah, we'd have to. The thing is about picking a topic.
Yeah, we'd have
Yeah.
to wait.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'd have
It'd be hard because
topics.
you also wouldn't want it. You'd want it to be authentic, right? You wouldn't want it
Yeah.
to be too artificial.
Yeah.
But
I don't think we'd have a problem with
yeah,
that. I don't know. I feel like we're more black and white when it comes to our opinions on things.
hmm
I don't know. That's interesting though.
It's
That could be
interesting.
kind of fun. We are like that is a big thing with year two is we're bringing in a lot more long form articles. Um, a lot more. They'll be a lot wordier. But it's like, I mean, you have a whole month to go through it. Like we felt like that is better serving you as the reader to give you more content to read and then like mull over rather than just like little blips. So yeah, we have not done a 3,000 word one though.
Yeah. You don't have Renee's even gotten close? I feel like they got
No.
you. Huh.
I think the biggest we've gotten is 2,000.
2,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a lot of just takes a lot to go that deep into something and have that much to say about a topic. But
Yeah.
that's why I feel like two of you could do it.
Yeah, I bet we
Because
could.
it would basically be like a 1,500 per person kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I bet we could do it. I feel like too, once you like, there's kind of like this like threshold, and once you kind of like break a certain level of thinking, like you're gonna like once you pass 1,500 words, like you're gonna hit 2,000. Once you pass 200,000 words, you're gonna hit 3,000. Like I
Yeah.
feel like that's kind of how it works a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we did it like that, I'm just realizing just you'd have to it'd be for space, like if you're doing a dialogue back and forth, you couldn't have very many like one-liner back and forth. You'd have to like have long
Yep.
paragraph
Yeah.
responses and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool actually.
that would be
Mm-hmm.
things to think on.
Hmm.
We are needing to start planning out our next set of issues. That's coming up soon. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Come
Yeah.
back and see in a few months.
Yeah. So, Josh, do you feel like you like writing for the kids, or is
Yeah.
that completely new or?
No, I actually
Mhm.
I like both opportunities to write.
He
Yeah.
like with our kids, he's always telling them
I'm big in
stories.
storytelling.
Just
He's
making up
Oh
like
yeah.
off the
Well,
cuff?
usually it's generally a Bible story, but it would be
Uh-huh.
like it would be just off the cuff, my memory or
Mhm.
whatever like
Yeah.
that. So
And you do sometimes like
I've done some actually like historical stories. I've
yeah.
even told Kristine, I said, I was like, what would you think about if I did installments of Les Mis?
And I was
He
like,
was like, that's maybe a little bit too.
maybe not.
Hey, we're calling children up. We're
It's like if I make it
getting
like if
them.
I try to make it dumbed down to kids, but
Okay, but
still
what I
the
will say,
overarching story.
he said that because we love Les Mis. We're actually writing. Oh, we're co-writing an article. We're co-writing. I totally forgot about this. We're co-writing an article
Yeah, you
in
just told me
November
about that.
issue
Hmm.
about Les Mis.
Hmm. And I said, oh my goodness,
That is in the
there's so
first.
many things.
That one could actually hit 3,000 words because we both have a lot to say about Les Mis.
Yeah.
Um,
I like I've been very into like realizing it's like symbolic significance as
it's
far as like
so
the human
huge.
experience and everything. It's
But
very
we do a lot of road trips because both our families live far away, and we regularly play this latest
soundtrack.
soundtrack, and our kids love
Yeah.
the
Wait, what does
soundtrack.
Clement say? He says, oh, what was it that he says? Play the one that goes, oh no, I don't remember now. It's so cute the way he does it. He goes,
And
play
they know all the voices. They're like, "Is that Javert singing?"
I can't remember. Yeah. Is it
Oh,
Jean Valjean?
that's so
Oh,
cute.
we're like,
Oh
we
yeah.
made it. We made it as parents. The
Yes.
kids
Yeah.
know all the characters of Les Mis.
Well, that'll be a fun article. I didn't know you were doing that. Or maybe I did. I thought I knew you were
Yeah,
wanting
we
to
haven't
write.
talked about the November in a while.
Yeah.
We've been focused
No.
on the others, but
I regularly, while I'm engineering, I'm listening to Les Mis soundtrack.
I
Actually.
love it. Oh, were you were you gonna have him write on wasn't there something with sound and engineering, music and engineering?
yes, that's for one of our winter
Oh yeah,
things, I
okay.
think. Yeah. The what's the term?
Resonance?
No, it's like the
Cymatics?
music and maybe
Cymatics?
that. Yeah,
It's
that's
where they make the,
yes.
yeah,
Yes, that.
that's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and then that ties into architecture. Is it supposed to tie into? Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You literally
Yeah.
just said that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have
And the
But
windows and stuff.
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
talk
yeah.
to you about that one yet, so
Yeah, that's new to me, so, but I love that topic.
I tend
That's
to
amazing.
spring things on him.
Yeah.
That's funny. But I think just going back to like your experience in the engineering world and also just from what I've heard you and Kristine, I've talked to you both a little bit about your engineering and your desire to create like beautiful buildings and
Hmm.
just fun to see a crossover when I'm also very exposed to the engineering world through my family. And
Hmm.
yeah, like the crossover with like making something that is truly sound and
Hmm.
beautiful and adds something to the culture and to the experience of the building.
Hmm.
I love it. I think that'll be a fun article if you end up writing it, if it ends up coming out that way, or if it
Yeah.
takes a different direction. But yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be fun to see too, just like how your career morphs and ebbs and flow. Because
Yeah,
we
we've
have
even,
ideas, but it's just like
oh, yeah, tons.
how would we make something like that happen? And so,
Yeah, I remember having like what do you call it? Not a midlife crisis, but what do you want to call
no,
it? Where I was just like, do I even want to be an engineer? Do I want to just go and be a writer?
Yeah.
That literally was like one of the things I considered. I was like, sorry.
There's a lot of missing context to
Yeah,
that.
there is. There is.
Um, but and I think that was mo
Yeah,
born out of not that you didn't enjoy engineering, but that
right.
you saw the gaps in it and how it didn't quite align with like what you want your legacy and what you want to bring to the world. And so you just trying to figure out how to make it happen.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And I think you're currently at a point, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but where you're enjoying what you're doing and you see like this is what I want to be doing at the end at the end of my career. This is my end goal.
Yeah.
And like I'll just make slow steps towards that and like
Well, among engineers, I already have a really unique job.
yes, you already
It
have
actually fits a lot closer to
very
what
unique set of skills, like, and so that we see the potential, and it's just kind of like, I mean, also you're,
I'm working my way towards it, right?
yeah, you'll get older, gain more experience
Hmm.
and more connections, and hopefully, like, actually start doing some things
Hmm.
that like make a difference in architecture and,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I love
so.
it. Well, I think, we're kind of maybe winding down towards the end here. So I have one last question that I really want to ask, and then we can chat some more. But what is your biggest dream for Kristine and Lottura in the
Hmm.
post?
What's my biggest dream for Kristine in the post?
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. No, I would say I I just strongly believe in the vision that my wife has for this paper, and I want people to know about it and to see it. Um, I just feel like there in this day and age, there's kind of almost a cosmic lament or whatever about where we are in the world now. And um, I don't think it's just people being discontent, um, and just wanting to have something to complain about or whatever. I think there really is something that's missing, um, tangible things, beauty, um, and it's not just beauty, obviously. It's even just depth and things like that. So I guess I'd say like when it comes to the post, I just feel like I would just love for I just love for a lot if I love for it to succeed. I'd love for a lot of people to see it for what it is. And I don't know. I don't know. I think that's the best I can say is just I want it to succeed. I care about the vision um that it has. And I feel like it can actually be a force for positive good in the world. And I think that's what I want it to actually do that. So
Yeah, thanks. I kind of put you on the
yeah.
spot there, so
Yeah, no, it's okay.
that was great though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love this paper, obviously. Kristine, you put your whole heart into it, so we love it. We're excited with where it's going. We're excited that you're writing.
I'm
And
excited to be writing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But what's another, blah, 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 I can't talk. I have another question. What's been a big inspiration to you, both of you guys, in this season of life with little kids, businesses, work, all that?
I feel like lately for me, it's just been being outside. I know we talked about that a lot the last couple episodes, but that's been a big thing for me, I think.
I feel like we finally also found some community.
Hmm.
I do think that was something we've struggled to have in some of the other
Yeah, we've
places we
moved
live.
quite a bit the last, I mean, really all our 7 years of marriage, and we're kind of feel like we're hitting a landing spot.
Mhm. Yeah, we
Um,
can have roots, I feel like.
yeah, and so that has been really, really helpful for both of us to have people we can like rely on and hang out with and
Mhm.
people to text and yeah, help out when we need help and yeah.
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 Literarily and uh stuff with like more like writing in the post and stuff. I feel like C.S. Lewis and Tolkien have been a lot of an inspiration as far
Yeah,
as
we've
how we've
got
like shaped, yeah.
I feel like this
Things.
last year we've gotten a lot more into like the classics.
Mhm.
Um, and really both kind of dove
Yeah,
into
G.K.
the
Chesterton, even
Evan
just
Reeves.
people with those kind of vibes, I guess you could say.
Mhm.
There's a guy I just recently heard about who's writing a new King Arthur thing I want to read.
Interesting.
Like yeah, it was like a Holy Grail thing.
Mhm.
The Knights of Galahad or something. Like, anyway, it looked really cool.
Interesting.
I was like, what was his name? Anyway,
I'll think
yeah,
on that.
I'll think on that. That's a new one that I was excited about.
Hmm.
But yeah, things like that have been like as far as like reading and stuff like that
Yeah,
have
I
been.
think just the oh, who was it? Renee texted me a quote that she saw. I think she said she saw it on Pinterest or something, so I'm not going to be able to give proper credit, but it was basically like good writing is not convincing someone that it's raining, but convincing someone that they're being rained upon. It
Hmm.
was something along those lines, and I just thought that that was like really, really great and beautiful, and I feel like that's been a lot more of like the literature we've been diving into this last year is like there's something that makes these writers the greats. And like,
Hmm.
how can we
Right.
push ourselves as writers
Hmm.
towards that in
Hmm.
that
Right,
direction?
because you obviously wouldn't want to like copy someone, but you also want to like draw from their inspiration. Like that's actually what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to try to go so far different from them that you don't consider them at all. You
Right.
like soak them up and then you become your own writer
And I
kind of
think
thing.
humans are just we're so heavily influenced by like what we are consuming. And so like if you're
Hmm.
not consuming that style and caliber of writing, like your writing is not going to get there.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, and it's
Yeah.
also not a quick process, which is also something that's so countercultural, is everyone like wants things like the instant gratification of like, I want to be a good writer. What
Mhm.
can I do? And I think you and I,
You
when it
gotta
comes to
sit down and
our,
write.
yes. And like what we've talked about all the time, like, yes, we're writing and we're publishing our writing for people to read right now, which is, I think ultimately all of us, like Josh and I talk about, we want to write books someday, but like we don't see that happening until we're like 50.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
That's
You know,
something that we'd
Hmm.
be doing when we're old.
we're gonna be sitting around.
Writing fantasy novels.
Um, but
I love
like
it.
really, but like we have those goals and we talk about those things, but like that's not like a near future thing. It's like I want more life experience, I want more skill, I want
Hmm.
time to develop something that's really,
Right.
really,
Actually good.
really good, you know? And
Like Lord
Hmm.
of the Rings, for example, and all that
right, that didn't
mythos was
happen in
like
two
he was
years.
telling stories to his kids, and then it developed over a long time. Yeah.
Right. And I think that's like ultimately what we envision
Hmm.
for ourselves when we think about our future and yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all goes back to our slowness episode that we talked about, like what it means to like develop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And it just takes time, which I
Mm-hmm.
love.
Yeah.
Love that. So yeah,
Yeah.
can't wait to read your books when I'm
There
65
you
and I'll be cheering you on. I'll be knitting sweaters for you. Oh, well,
Kristine has told me that me and you are similar.
yeah, she's
I
on that
think
too.
what's so funny is in some ways, me and Bailey were like, we're the same person. But
Yeah.
then there's other times where I'm like, you're actually Josh. So I'm like, so I'm like, somehow I have found a friend who is the culmination of our
Right.
marriage. You're
Yeah.
like me and Josh combined. I don't know
That's
how to
really
explain
funny.
it, but it's hilarious.
That's really funny. Yeah, like I want to also sit around and smoke a cigar and
There you
drink
go.
whiskey.
And see,
I
like
would love
that's
that.
that doesn't call to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like those are the things, and
You
like
like
I
the
feel like
smell of bourbon, but you
I like, yeah, I like the smell of it, but I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But like, you'll talk about things, and I'm like, your brain works like Josh's. So I'm like, I get exactly what your train of thought is, and I know where it's going.
Yeah.
Um, but like our interests and stuff align. Anyways, you're just a
Yeah.
funny
Yeah.
combo of us, and it cracks me up regularly.
Yeah. I definitely you have so much creativity and I think of myself as creative and then next to you I'm like, you know what? Actually, I'm not that creative, which is great and fine. It's funny. like that I learn a lot about myself we all do through other people and like
Yeah.
and how yeah. And I definitely my brain loves to be going and thinking and logic. I'm very
Mhm.
logical, I would say,
Yeah,
as
which is
opposed
why
to
you've been good
creative.
for me because I think like in the clouds
Hmm.
and I also think out loud. And so having like a Josh and like a you to kind of be like, well, let's like
Mhm.
bring it down a notch. I'll be like,
Yeah.
It's
oh
left brain,
yeah,
right brain kind of stuff.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like,
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, oh duh. Like as soon as you say it, I'm like, yeah, that's where my brain should be. I just needed someone to like
Yeah.
bring it down a
Yeah.
notch.
It's fun. It's very fun. It's fun to watch you guys work together and see the both sides too, because every great relationship I feel like has both and then, it develops you as a person more too into a
Mhm.
well-rounded individual. So
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
thanks for coming on, Josh, even though you had
Thanks.
short notice and
No, that's okay. I I hope I did all right.
yeah.
When I mentioned earlier that I tend to spring things on you, this
Yeah.
podcast episode was one
This
of
is one
those
of
things.
those things. I was like,
I'm
oh.
not gonna lie, Kristine, I think you asked me if I could record tonight, and I probably said yes, but when you said it today, I was like, I don't remember saying it. Like, I don't remember that. So I also was like, okay, that's fine.
You're
We're
also
doing
like,
it.
okay, I gotta
Yeah.
figure something
Yeah.
out.
Yep. We're doing it.
Well, you do a very good job at especially something that's like, oh, what are we doing? That you just
When I tell you, I don't know what we're talking about.
I I like interviewing. I think it's fun just to yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a good time. So we'll have to have you on again though, because I'm sure more will come out and as
Yeah.
you just see
yeah.
more of like the behind the scenes, that's what we talk about. It'd be fun
Mhm.
to have another voice. Because you're like we're behind the scenes, you're like in the
Behind.
audience.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there you
you're
go. Yeah.
I don't know the
I've been
exact,
following
not
your
the
guys'
audience.
podcasts.
You're the
It's been
stage
fun.
manager kind of.
Ah, there we go.
Stage manager, okay.
You like see you're watching, but yet you also know everything that's
Yeah.
going on
Mhm.
behind the scenes. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That's a nicer way to put it than like the voyeur or something like that. It's like the guy binoculars just
Just creeping, lurking in the background.
just looking in the background on your guys' business. No.
Yeah, so thank you. We'll have you on again. And everyone needs to get the August issue. You
Oh
can get it
yeah.
now. You can order it now. Our website is linked below. Josh's Substack is linked below.
Mm.
Our
There you
Substack is
go.
linked below.
I'm glad.
What do you write about?
What do I write about? It's theology, probably would be the main thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, probably theology is probably that's what my
That's what
like
I've seen thus far from you.
passions are geared towards, especially like that's what I'm thinking a lot about. And so if I want to get some thoughts out, I just have actually like probably like 10 things I want to write about, but I want to write them good. So I haven't actually written them.
And
So
you also have
it's
very
been little
limited
things.
time.
I did have a Les Mis thing in there, I think. Um, yeah, but for the most part, oh, and then I think
Did you publish that Silmarillion one? Or is that just in your
mm,
notebook?
just in my notebook.
Ah, you got to put that
I
one
will.
out.
That one will be good. But again, that's theological, but yeah, so if you like that kind of stuff, that's what it'll probably be a lot of. Who knows? Maybe it'll shift down the road, but for the most part, that's like where my passions are. They always have been.
Yeah.
So that's what you'll
Yeah.
find on there.
So there you go. Subscribe at the
Yeah.
link below and follow along. Get a little insider piece of Josh's mind there, and
There
then
you go.
another piece in the post. So thanks for tuning in and see you next time.